Hey guys, have you ever built any furniture, models, anything, just anything that requires some instructions, step-by-step instructions, or even your everyday, day-to-day life? I mean, if you think about when you woke up this morning, I'm sure you follow a routine of things that you can't just suddenly jump from one order to another. I mean, you got up and you brushed your teeth, and then you cooked yourself some breakfast. You can't just go for when you're making breakfast, you can't just go, okay, I pour my cereal into the bowl. You can't take the bowl out, pour cereal, then put the bowl in because you have to follow order. Well, that's what order of operations is. Order of operations was basically designed to provide computer language to, or for the computer to know which order to do first. So whenever we talk about operations, that's like your addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and other math operations like exponents or even brackets. Those are your operations. And order of operations, basically, it's the order in which they come in. And I'm sure at this point you might have heard of something called BEDMAS or BEMDAS, and etc. That's basically an acronym for people to remember the order in which you should do. So the first one is your B, and then you have your E, BED, mass. So this is the order you want to do. First one to know is whenever you see brackets, you want to do everything inside the brackets first. The second one is your exponents, so E for exponents. So you're going to do whatever whenever you see exponents second. Then the third one is your D and an M, which can be flip-flop because it's the division and multiplication. So this one you're going to do whichever comes first. And we're going to talk about that. And then the last two are your AS or your SA. So this one is the same as your division multiplication. So do whichever comes first as well. So whichever comes first. So first example here is if you have something like, say, 7 plus 5 times 2. If you ask somebody who has never done order of operations, they will just start from left to right because that's just how we're used to looking at things, from left to right. A lot of skill testing questions actually provide you with these sort of questions because they sort of test you if you know the order of operations. But I mean, order of operations weren't invented because for skill testing questions for that reason. When you look at this, you can identify which kind of operations you have. You have your addition, you have your multiplication. So when you see this, you're going to go down this list. Every time you look at your question, you're going to go down this list. Do you have brackets? No, you don't have brackets. Do you have exponents? Nope, you don't have any exponents. Do you have division or multiplication? Well, you don't have division, but you do have multiplication. So you're going to do your multiplication first. So you're going to do this operation first. So 5 times 2 is 10. And anything you didn't do, you're just going to write underneath. So 7 plus 10 is 17. Well, that's straightforward enough. You only have 2 operations. What about something that's more complicated? If we were to say we're going to have it under 7, we're not going to change the numbers, we'll just change the operations. 5, and then how about times 2, and then we're going to put an exponent here, and then we're going to do a bracket here. Now that involves a little bit more operations because now we have your bracket right here, addition, that's right here, close bracket, a multiplication, and also an exponent. So anytime you see something like this with a lot of operations, still go through that list. You're going to start off with brackets. Do you have brackets? Yeah, you do have brackets. You have your brackets right here. So you're going to do everything inside those brackets first. You don't even care about the multiplication or your exponent. You see brackets, you're going to do brackets first. So inside the brackets, you have 7 plus 5, which is 12. We keep those brackets intact. And then after that, you're going to just write down everything after that you didn't do. So I have my multiplication, I have 2 exponent 2, not 2 times 2. And then go down this list again. Well, you do have brackets, but inside the brackets, there's nothing you can do with the 12, so it's just 12. Exponents, yes, you do have exponents. So you're going to do this exponent, which is 2 to the power of 2. So 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, it's not this times that, it's actually this itself multiplied by itself 2 times. So that's going to be your 4. I'm going to put my multiplication, I'm going to put my 12 right here. Go down this list again. Brackets? Well, I do, but there's nothing you can do about it. Do you have exponents? Nope. Do you have division? Nope. But you do have multiplication, so you multiply these two, which is 48. And that's really your order of operations. Let's try a more challenging one. So instead, oh, this is too light. Let me change the color here. Let's just erase this. All right, that looks good. A more challenging example may involve two brackets. So I have a bracket here, and let's say 4 squared minus 2 times 3. Close bracket, square bracket, plus 5 times 2 squared. So when you see this, it's like, wow, that's a lot of operations. What do I do first? I have two brackets, I have some exponent inside, I have multiplication and addition. Well, you know what? Every time you see a long question like this with operations, just start from the beginning. Look at your brackets. You're going to find everything that has brackets. So you have two brackets. You're going to start with the outside bracket first. So since I have this bracket, well, this bracket, outside bracket, is actually redundant because there's no need for these two brackets. Then go into the middle, the closer one. So you have the inside bracket here. So you're going to do everything inside. So inside this bracket, is there anything that from this list that you can do? Well, I'm going to start with brackets. Well, inside this bracket, do you have brackets? No. Do you have exponents? Yes, you have exponents. So you're going to do this. That's going to be 4 squared, which is 16. I'm going to keep your brackets to just keep everything intact. And then minus 2 times 3, close bracket. Okay, you can even do this bracket if you want, but that was sort of redundant when I wrote it. I didn't do anything here, so I'm just going to write this down. So plus 5 times 2 squared. Do the stuff inside the bracket again because I'm going to go through this list again. So inside this bracket, do I have exponents? No. Do I have multiplication? Yes. So I'm going to do this. So this is a negative 2 times 3, which is negative 6. 16 minus 6 plus 5 times 2 squared. So I'm just going to draw this so you don't get confused. You still have a bracket, so I'm going to finish this off. So inside here is 10. I'll do my brackets. And then outside, if you want to skip a couple of steps, you can, because here you have exponent. So I'm going to do my exponent next. There's a 4, and then I have my 5. So then as I move down, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. So here I have multiplication and I have an addition. So addition and multiplication. So I'm going to do my multiplication first. So this is going to be 20. Whoops, oh, that looks weird. So this is my 20. Add 10, right? Because my brackets are still there. So I did my multiplication first. The last step is your addition. So 10 plus 20 is 30. So when you see a big answer, a question with a lot of operations, just keep going down this list. Keep going down this list. Write it into steps. Don't try to skip too many steps until you get more comfortable with it. So go down the list, brackets, exponents, and then multiplication, division, and then addition and subtraction. That should help you with your order of operations. Everything you do can be used in the order of operation to make things a lot simpler. So hopefully this video helped you. All right, so see you next time.